This is the Bentley Love Podcast, 5 points, 5-star review. And I'm your host, Bentley Love. Okay, before I get into it, let me just say the Fair Use Act of 1976 is for criticism, news reporting, commentary, teaching, scholarship, or research. Yes, guys. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, now, this is a review on the movie The Pass, which is on Peacock by Todd and Kandi Tucker. And yeah, let's take a look at that. Okay, so everyone knows Drew Sidora, and he's the other two main actors in the movie that Todd and Kandi produced. Um, Now, first of all, I gave this movie 5 out of 5 stars. And point number one, let me comment and say I was really impressed by the writing and the arrangement of the movie. Um, Sadora, Drew Sadora, and Kandi Buress from Real House. Both of them are from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they're both in the movie. So nice guy. I love the scenery here and the mystery of them both wearing red, and he's here in the middle of the suit. Now, this guy is Drew's husband, um, in the movie, and this lady here is his best friend, and this lady works with Drew in the movie. So very mysterious, little bit of entanglement there, guys, about these characters. But yeah, so nice job. So let me also report that I felt as though this was a great movie. I was really like, okay, let me check out this movie because, with Peacock, you do have to have that app downloaded on your phone, your laptop, your computer. Um, and so I do have Peacock. Um, so I was like, let me check this movie out that is keeping thrown around about, you know, Drew being in there. And so I was like, okay. Now, I also do want to report, my point number three, which is my criticism. Drew Sidora being the main character in the movie should have changed her character up a little bit. She kind of seemed like Drew on the Real Housewives of Atlanta instead of another character. You know what I mean? Like, she should have, showed some different facial expressions and tones. Because I think she showed a lot of just how she naturally is. And that might be just a gift of her acting ability. And but I think that she should have gave the character a little bit more of a differentiance of her from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and someone else that, so we can see her act another character outside of how she naturally is. But she still did a good job. Now, point number four, the MVP moment does go to the writers and directors to keep this movie remaining a thriller with some real suspense. Yeah, they really made it, like a thriller. It had a lot of suspense in it, which I was surprised. I was like, okay, they really did that. They really made it a thriller where sometimes you were kind of like, what's going to happen next? Or you're like, oh, okay, I see where you guys are going with this. Yes, it was really, really good. And this is definitely movies about a couple who is Drew and her husband and other people intertwining into their relationship. And that is, they call it The Pass. You gotta see it. You gotta see it, guys. Can't tell you guys too much. Now, is this a research moment or a teachable moment, guys? It's a teachable moment. Because, you never know, when you're like, you never know uh, how far acting and producing can take you. Because I am sure Kandi never thought she would be co-producing a movie with her husband, Todd Tucker. And I feel they did a very, very nice job with this. And who would have thought that Kandi would have went this way? Kandi from Escape, brilliant songwriter, but we never thought she's going to produce movies, right? No, we didn't. So you just never know, and that's the teachable moment. You don't know how far your acting, producing, all of your gifts and talents, how far they can take you. And I think this was a good thriller. And guys, you can catch this on Peacock. Now, point number 5, the most loving moment was the love of Drew's character mother. Again, this is Drew right here. So, her mother, the love that the mother gave her throughout the scene, it was really touching. Like, okay, I felt the bond, like it was like that was really her mother. And so they did some real good acting there, and I felt the bond between the characters of mother and daughter there. So this is definitely a movie to check out on Peacock app online. It's online, and yeah, definitely. Again, you're watching the Benty Love Podcast, 5 points, 5-star review. You can catch me on YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, and iHeartRadio, and coming to some other apps in the near future. Also, my website is www.bintilove.com, and you check me out there for things I'm doing and everything else, all my different reviews, guys. Okay, guys, so that kind of wraps it up. Oh, yeah, make sure to subscribe, and tell 10 people to subscribe to. Also, let bygones be bygones. Forget about whatever happened in the past, whether people apologize, whether they didn't, and even if they're close to you, near to you, you just know who they are, and don't let them take away your shine and your brightness. So, let love be your guiding force, guys. Bye, guys.